Hey everyone, James Lynch here doing a quick reaction video to the news that UFC 312 finally has its main event in Australia, and it's going to be Sean Strickland and Dricus Du Plessis for the middleweight championship. The UFC just announced this on the broadcast for UFC 310. By the way, great to see some fights for next year getting booked here. We had a great week last week with all the 311 stuff. Yeah, not really surprised here. I was sort of hearing rumblings as well that they were going to go with Strickland as opposed to Khamzat Chimaev next. I don't have a problem with it. Their first fight was close, and this will put their rivalry to bed. Hopefully, will depending on the result of this one. And then the other fight they announced for this card as well, and I'll talk about this in a sec, is Weili Zhang's going to be defending her strawweight title against Tatiana Suarez. So really good fight there. Let's go quickly on the quick tail of the tape between these two. So obviously Du Plessis getting the win over Strickland back in January at UFC 297. DDP is 30 years old. He's 6'1" with a 76-inch reach. Sean Strickland is 33 years old, 6'1" with a 76-inch reach. So their height and reach are exactly the same. Strickland's got more fights. DDP's the champ. And their first fight, if you go look at MMA decisions right now, it was split down the middle for a lot of people. I did think DDP won the fight, but it's one of those fights as well that, like I said, was pretty close. I don't think it was a robbery or anything like that. I think, hopefully we'll get like a clear result on this fight in Australia. And it's interesting that this fight ends up happening because I know Strickland was very adamant about not fighting in Australia again. Maybe they threw a bunch of money at him. Maybe there was no travel issues. That was another thing I heard, is that there's some issues about Strickland possibly traveling to Australia. But he gets the fight. And listen, I know people are going to be upset that Chimaev didn't get this next title shot, but he can fight the winner. What's the rush? I think, because this fight's so early in the year in February, the next title defense could potentially come in the summer. You never know, right? So depending on how the fight goes, obviously. Now, as far as my early pick, I'm going to stick with the first, fight and go with the same result. And I think DDP is going to edge out Strickland again by decision. I don't think he'll finish him. I think Strickland will make it close again, but I think DDP will win a little bit more decisively, but we'll see. I'm going to lean DDP in this fight. As far as the Weili Zhang and Tatiana Suarez fight, I like Tatiana here, but it's really going to depend on if she's healthy or not. She's been really struggling to keep active in the octagon. She's had a lot of injuries. You look at all the canceled fights at the time I'm recording this. She was supposed to fight Verna Jandiroba tonight. So she hasn't fought since August of 2023. Prior to that, she just had one fight and then the big layoff since 2019. But when she is on, I believe she is the best strawweight in the world. If you've watched my live streams, you know how high I am on Suarez. Just 2 years younger than Weili Zhang. Weili Zhang is 35. Zhang is 5'4" with a 63-inch reach. Suarez is going to have a reach advantage in this fight at 66 compared to 63. I think Suarez can finish Zhang within 5 rounds. I'll go maybe like fourth round stoppage here for Tatiana Suarez, but I do think she will go out there and become the new champion. I will do early look previews on both these fights as we're getting close to the fight, and I'll also get some pros picks on this as well. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Were these the fights to make for UFC 312? I think it makes a lot of sense. What are your early predictions for both fights? And let me know in the comments. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @LynchOnSports. My name is James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.